Morning, everybody. Let's see. Make sure my volumes are okay here. Okay, it's just on my headset. Okay, I think we're good. Excuse me. Good morning, Eamon. Good to see you, man. Take those off for now. I think I'm all right. Hopefully all the chats are linked up. Yeah, you know, I just couldn't wake up for that 1 o'clock start time. One day I'll do my 24-hour stream that we've all been wanting. Morning, Tim. I was trying to set up a cool new video for I don't know, just shows clips. It's just a source to a clip folder that I put, but I noticed that for some reason the resolution on like some of the clips are different, so it keeps resizing. I don't know, it's weird. I have to find a way to always play them in the same resolution, so I don't have to keep doing so it doesn't like extend out the box I want. Anyway, all right, I think we got maybe a bit of a boss fight here, and then I'll share about my TikTok experience from sharing a clip last night. Didn't get a ton of views on TikTok, but I shared a clip on how Miles talks to you like a child, and some people didn't like that on TikTok. Only on TikTok though, not on anywhere else.
But it won't respond. See anything?
Again, another unnecessary piece of dialogue. Can be pulled open. Okay, yeah, there we go. Careful, they're nutters.
Opening now.
We're gonna fight the Rancor.
Happy hunting.
Thank you, Okabi. Crustacean morphology. Keratos, a giant cingulata-like organism covered in a hard shell. Only lives in extremely frigid areas and is capable of creating ice from air moisture. Possesses the sensory organ below the carapace on its head and opens its shell to identify enemies or attack from its mouth. Metroid fusion has altered its body composition, leaving its core complexity exposed. Let's just take a second to see what it's doing. that enough. Maybe I can throw a word clock. I'm thinking I can maybe throw a bomb underneath its belly. Oh, never mind. Kind of going underneath it here. That work at all? No. I am doing something to it. Okay. Totally mistimed that shot. Jeez. Right. So I feel I had that moment where I'm like, all right, maybe I'm doing something wrong, and then I noticed I was waiting a lot for that one attack. I wonder if there's a way I can force that attack or hurt it enough. Should probably save that. Really waste all my shots on that. There we go. Sorry, I'll catch up with the chat in a second. Once I end this guy. Finally. Okay. Yeah. I wish there was a way, if I shoot him enough in the eye, does that cause him to do that attack? Because as it stands right now, I don't know if this is really doing anything. And it's like, his attacks are kind of fun to dodge, but seems like there's just a little too much in between each cycle. I can't, or not that I can't, but the pace is really slow. Fine. Keep an eye on. Okay, that didn't work. Oops. Yay. Aurora Borealis. Yeah, that fight, that's probably my least favorite boss so far, if I had to automatically compare them every single time. It was intense for sure, but maybe I'm doing something wrong. I didn't feel like shooting it in the eye actually did anything, and I had to wait for that. Maybe it stunned it, but I had to continually wait for that attack to show up, and it came up really infrequently. I felt like, so it dragged out the fight, and it didn't really need to be dragged out. It would have been, I think it would have been better if, and maybe this is the case, and I just was doing something wrong. So I'll say that. But if like shooting the eye caused it to use that attack, then I would have felt more like, okay, I can actually do something to move this along faster. I mean, his attacks were powerful enough. They came pretty frequently. I didn't have a moment to like rest. I had to keep on my toes for sure. But it was all just me staying alive, waiting for that moment. Whereas the other bosses always had, at least the two or three previous bosses I fought always had, like, I could do something to move it towards the next like moment where I could hit it. This one I don't think it did. Again, I could be wrong. It's my first time fighting it. Maybe I just missed something, but what item did I just get? Oh, the boost ball. Whee, okay, that's not what I'm supposed to do with it. It's kind of fun. No, I didn't see Larry's follow-up video, but I do. Even that title makes me really want to go watch it. I'm trying to intentionally be more post, not just like have my auto post go up into the Discord, but to also post some stuff of my own. But thanks for being active on there, Eamon. It does help me a lot, and I appreciate it. I did really like that video that you sent, though, his first one on difficulty. So yeah, basically I posted Maybe I should just get out of this room first. Oh, it's a half pipe. Okay. Classic Metroid Prime. Yeah, so I clipped that instance where I was complaining about Miles talking to you like a child, and YouTube.
You've done well, Samus.
Oh, this guy.
I'll meet you up top.
I totally forgot about him. And YouTube, it's gotten the most views. It's only like 700. So again, like nothing too impressive. But got 8 comments. That's pretty good. And people were like, yeah, you know, and they offered some thoughts, and it was fine. And then on TikTok, it only got like 400 views, but right now it's currently sitting at like 25 comments, and like half of them were like, that's because it's a game for kids, or maybe the game's not marketed towards you, or like you're an adult playing a children's game, and you know, I had to like really think, okay, what's my response going to be for this? Do I want to like be antagonistic? Do I want to be, I don't know, friendly? And I kind of argued for like a middle ground, like kind of argumentative, but not like saying that they're silly or stupid or whatever. I mean, the game is rated T for teen, which means the target audience is at least a teenager, and I do think that reflects it. I specifically said the game is talking to you like a 6-year-old, so I don't think 6-year-olds should be playing this game. But the overall point I tried to convey is that, like, even if it's a game for younger kids still deserve quality writing too.
Samus. Looks like you got what you came for. A message came through the station radio while you were gone. Somebody named Specialist Mackenzie. He sent over the coordinates for base camp, so I'll be on my way soon. Now, I've been on a lot of missions. This has always protected me. May Solon light your path. You go on ahead. There's a healing pod up here, and I'll be as good as new in no time.
Okay, so I'll talk more about TikTok in a second. There was an attempt there to deepen that character. I have no idea what that talisman was, but he's clearly a religious fellow of whatever religion is here in the Metroid universe, or many religions, and you know, he seems spiritual in a way. So I'll give it points for the attempt being made. It still doesn't excuse the poor voice acting or the fact that this character is basically useless. But I'll give it that. I'll give it points for, like, oh, he's got didn't explain what it was, just showed a little talisman, and we're meant to be like, oh, that's kind of like a cross or a thing in our world. So points there. Is it mentioned later in the game? That's my question about that. Is that lore mentioned later in the game, or is it somewhere else, like in Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3? Right, that's where he is, I think. Electric shot for that. Wait, so what is that way? Oh, can I get into there? Oh, I don't want to be here. That's the way it came. Okay. Well, That's too bad. Yeah, that's what I should. Despite the religion being the big one in the human side of the Metroid universe, it's not fleshed out at all, and there's really no other reference to it anywhere. Uh, that is, I do want the, you know, it's like, they did it. They did, they did the thing that they're known for, is creating intriguing moments and just kind of leaving it hanging. That's sad that there's no other reference to it. Alright, where am I going here? I need to get out of here. Oh, I thought he was going in the healing pad. Oh, he is. Rega Togabi, an infantryman and former hunter who specializes in long-range precision shooting, armed with a KT-6116, short to long rifle, and visored link scope. Corporal Tokabi is a sniper in the Galactic Federation. Once a hunter working in the remote worlds, he volunteered for Federation service in the hopes of finding stability. He enjoys solitude and dislikes working with others, always preferring to go on missions solo without a spotter. The Tokabi family has worshipped the god Solon for generations, Regar included. I don't know who Regar is. He is never without his narrow head-shaped talisman and strongly believes his continued survival is only because of its protection. Unfortunately, his beliefs are often in conflict with his mission and their use of his talents, which is a source of much loathing and personal strife. See, like, maybe they could have worked that into his story arc. See, okay, so that's the thing. Before this game came out, I was complaining on the internet like everyone does. And I'm like, if they're going to put in NPCs, make them written well. You know, I didn't get... and a big thing in storytelling in movies is like show, don't tell. The logbooks are fine because it's with the scanning and everything like that. But this seems like a very basic like outline they wrote for this character. But then in no way does it really show, other than his like talisman thing he showed us. I don't know. I feel like they could have done more. And maybe they will. I don't know. To like show this conflict he has with killing and his beliefs. Because, you know, there's like a little bit of a base set there. You know, maybe while he was fighting the grievers with you, he could have said something, you know, to show his disgust for the war or something like that. Or maybe I missed it. I don't know. It was one of the big critiques, MP4 and the creator of the series taking over creative writing. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Don't mind me while I read your thoughts with my psychic abilities.
This has been a rare treat to have seen the legendary bounty hunter Samus Aran in action.
Alright, how to get out of here. He went that way. Will this take me back down to... Oh, I am on the surface. How do I get out of here? Oh, there's a door behind me. That way. Ice field. This reminds me of that wolf fight, which was really awesome. Okay, so back to TikTok. It's like the whole like it's made for kids thing. What am I doing wrong here? this? Is it offline? Semi-sized cargo launcher. Oh. So maybe I was going the wrong way? Oh, yeah, I was. Arrows mean things, I guess. That's cool. A nice improved version of the ball launcher from the other games. Okay, yeah, so TikTok. What I was trying to convey to people who were kind enough to engage with me. Of course, now we have another cutscene. What is this? Its circuitry is exposed. Its protective cover is missing, allowing it to be safely removed. Oh, how do I remove it? Well, let's save first. Okay, so my overall point was that it's like when people be like, you're not the target audience, you shouldn't just have fun with, like, that was another thing. Just have fun with it. It doesn't matter. Like, that was another thing that was thrown at me. And it's like, no, I think the media we consume, especially the media our kids consume, is something that we should think more about. And if they only view and only see poor writing in games and movies and TV shows, they're gonna be trained to think that way and not really think deeply about the story or the narrative. If it's always spoon-fed for them and it atrophies their brain and things like that. So if I critique a kid's show or a kid's game, even though this is clearly not a kid's game, that's why. It's because I expect better from it, and I want it to be better, not just for me, but for everybody else. And it really, really bothers me when people hit me with that, like, why are you critiquing a kid's game or things? I don't know. I'll probably have more thoughts on that in a second as I think about it and sit in anger over it. Okay, it showed me this thing. What am I missing here? Oh, there's a spinner over there. Okay, how do I get over there? Can I jump up here? Oh, what's this? Hiding in the shadows. Can I? No, it's no power. I don't want to leave this thing. The circuitry of the crab is protective cover is missing, allowing it to be safely removed. Oh, maybe is there a bomb slot up there or something? Do I have to hit it with this? supposed to melt something. Or maybe there's an access tunnel I'm missing. Okay, so I think I have to go from the other side. Okay, maybe we'll have to come back. Hopefully I'm not missing anything that I need. Or maybe... I wonder if... there's a part... maybe I have to come back and go this way? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Control beam. Do I already have the control beam? I don't think I do. What do you... what do you mean? Speak English, man. Okay, wait, I already have it? Yes, I already have it, or yes, I get it later. Through the glass. On the other side of the door. Oh. Okay, I get it. I get it. This is the control beam. Okay. Thanks, Tim. I would figure it out myself. Oh, man. This is a game made for kids, alright? Shouldn't be that difficult. That's the odd thing for TikTok. People say, considering how much they critique any game, critique any video game, even kids trying to add more progressive experiences. I do have a deadline, thank you. I wouldn't necessarily call it progressive experiences, but I would call it more modern, sensibilities and what they expect out of games, and what they expect out of games is not to get lost or stuck like I just did. And they want to know for sure that they're communicating something. Oh man, it's a good thing you told me to do that, because that is important. Yeah, it does. That's why this game's such. I go back and forth with it so much, because it's the whole. It goes all the way back to the whole like yellow paint debate. Like, they don't want you to get lost. I feel like that is the key thing here. It seems like this game's comfortable with you struggling through puzzles to an extent. But it's not okay with you not knowing where your next objective is, which is like the thing in Metroid games, is figuring out where your next objective is. And that, I think, is a more modern sensibility when it comes to game design, is that your player better not feel lost, otherwise they might feel like they're wasting time, and then they'll quit, and then they'll have a quit moment, as Josh Strife says in his videos. I don't know if it's a quit moment, but a moment where they're like, put the game down and not play it anymore, even in non-MMOs. Okay, awesome. I'm definitely gonna watch that as soon as I can. Yeah, I wouldn't have intervened except I knew it could make you waste hours. Thank you. I'm surprised you didn't call me. That's how I'll know I've made a really big mistake when on my phone right here I see Tim is calling you. But see, had I made that mistake, okay, that would have been totally on me. Like, they've given me everything I needed to get that item. I should have known, and I would not have faulted the game for that. Did I just go backwards? No, I don't think so. If I can, the whole identity thing, if I can try and predict what the video's about, tell me if I'm wrong, is another modern sensibility when it comes to interacting with media is has to do with like reading yourself into the media. And it's like when you see a hero, you're not supposed to look at the hero and think, okay, well, this what can I learn from this hero? It's how do I see myself in this hero? There's a shift has occurred in how we interact with media in the past couple decades. And also not what can I get out of this piece of media? Like, what can I understand? What are they trying to say? Oh, man, I'm sorry. I went backwards. Oh, no, wait, did I?
Congratulations, you got another teleporter key. Only 2 keys left. And it looks like you found more Lamorne technology in Icebelt. I might be able to help you. Can you bring it back to base camp? By the way, I saw the data you acquired. I can't believe the Grievers used to be Lamorne.
In case I didn't get it, he spells it out for me. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I don't need that. Nobody needs that. Alright, back to what I was saying. Yeah, it's not how do I identify with this hero. No, it is. Sorry, it's what was I gonna say? What can I learn from this hero? It's how do I identify with him or her? Boost rail. How do I get up there? Oh, there's another door. Oh. Can I get in there? The game's identity. Okay, got it. So Miles is going to yell at me again because I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I need the electric beam so I can open that door because there's no power to it. Okay, got it. Alright, we're good to go. Regardless, I do think what I'm saying, even though the video's not about that, I do think that that shift has occurred in how people interact with media. In theological terms, it's like the difference between what we call exegesis and eisegesis. Exegesis is you read a text to understand what the text is saying, and what messages it has. Eisegesis is when when you read into a text your own ideas. Like, you read a text to try to understand what you think about it and what you think like you're reading a message into the text that's not there, essentially. So, like, I could make an argument that, like, I don't know, if I were to say that Metroid Prime 4 is all about camaraderie and working together with others, like, that would be my attempt at exegesis. But then someone's like, no, that's eisegesis. You're reading into that, because even though there are other NPCs, you don't really work with them for the most part. It's mostly you doing everything, and they're just kind of on the side. I don't know. I could be wrong. I am not a biblical scholar. I'm very much a layperson when it comes to these theological terms. Just trying to apply it to what I know and what I enjoy. That's right. I gotta go see Miles. Big Bang Theory ruined popular culture. The show? The show, The Big Bang Theory? I thought it was Glee. Didn't Glee ruin popular culture? Map isn't always pointed north. That's throwing me off a bit. I wonder if there's a way to change that. Okay, another positive that I'm picking up on is that right now there's no like fast travel points. Like, I can't immediately just fast travel to Miles. And that is probably because they want me to use the bike, because the motorcycle is cool and we need a motorcycle. When I was thinking about it yesterday, I thought I much would have rather than a desert, I would have much rather liked like another biome that links everything else in a maze-like structure, like the Talon overworld. I think that would have been, if they had done that, if they had taken out the motorcycle and done that, that would have gone a long way, I think, towards convincing people this was an actual Metroid game. I think that change, it would have been a big change, because we wouldn't have gotten the cool motorcycle that looks really cool, but is ultimately just kind of like a gimmick. I swear, nobody spoil the game for me, but if the last boss requires me to ride around a motorcycle, I'm not gonna be happy. Technically, it was Marvel. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of things. Nice peaceful loading screen. They should flash like some of the lore you get just on the bottom. To kind of have you something to read that lets you get the lore. Like, if you ever played KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, on the loading screens, they just threw up, like, little bits of lore, so that was awesome. If those had been, like history facts, I would have known my history really well had they had done that. Oh, man. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome back, Samus. Come on, show me what you found in Icebelt.
I keep forgetting to take clips. I want
Let's
clips.
take a look. Dude. Hello, friend. Okay. Analysis first. Oh, this is fascinating. It looks like this program inverts the energy emitted from the device. That means if I reprogram this and set it into your arm cannon, you should be able to use a new shot type.
Ice shot acquired. Okay, so it just told me through little text boxes what it can do. It can freeze things, including magma. Let's see if Miles repeats
you can
that.
use Ice Shot. It temporarily freezes the target when hit. You can freeze living organisms to stop their movement. And you should be able to use it on high temperature objects like magma to freeze it for a short period of time by lowering its surface temperature. If you find anything else, bring it into me. I'm sure I can turn it into something useful.
Okay, so again, like the overly simplistic dialogue. It also, I know it's its basic function, but part of the fun of the different shots in the Metroid Prime games is figuring out what they can do and how they interact with the environment. Like, it removes any kind of sense of discovery. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, yes, it told me it could freeze things, and it straight up told me it can freeze magma. But I wonder if it would have been better if they just didn't say that and let me figure it out. Channeling inner Ursula. Oh, wait. The final mission, you just escort Miles on a date, and Silas does his best. Alright. What's this? Thunder blocker. Ice blocker. Let's go to the ice blocker. Oh, that's cool. They just fall to the ground. Ice shot, missile shatter. I will say, ergonomically, it's gonna be a bit more difficult to do like ice shot missile, which is like the classic combo to shatter enemies, because now there's another step. It's not just It's not just like one button, next button. It's ice, right on the D-pad, then shoot. It's a bit small thing. It's not too big of a deal, but it will cause me to not actually do that combo as much as I would like. To steal heat from every object in the world is an act to bring about stillness. I have never played Genshin Impact. I heard it's basically like Breath of the Wild, but with anime. I know about it for sure. It's a very popular game. Okay, I need to find a psychic mote. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Is there another one of these around? Oh, what? That didn't work. Interesting. Let's explore up here. Oh, it's a shot upgrade. Can I go out? No. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I get it. I get it. I understand now. Oops. Can I get that out now? Okay, good. Yay. Shot expansion required. That's good. I'm glad I got that. Wow, by 10. Oh, cool. Indeed, very much like Breath of the Wild, though it's also got elemental puzzles, ice spells, frost punch, can freeze water or walk or climb on. It also channels some God of War tech and range weapons. Later they just added characters that can walk on water. So that room's kind of cool because it's right next to Miles, and it has the three main elements there: the ice, the fire, and the thunder. And I think it's meant to be like, now you got the ice shot, now try it out. Now you got the fire shot, now try it out. now you got the Thunder Shot. Now try it out and see its capabilities. Like, that's cool. It's nice that they give you that like little tutorial section that you can skip or not, however you want to do it. It's good. It's good design. You know, I wasn't told to go there. I just look at my map. I see, okay, now I have a close by place for me to use my newfound item. That's good design. And I'm rewarded for it. It's an interesting game, probably not one you can play for an hour a day, but I definitely check out a playthrough of the opening zone. Personally, I love the design, but hated the fact that it was gacha and that you cannot skip dialogue cutscenes. Yeah. That would grate on me too, as someone with limited time to play. Non-skippable cutscenes. I can't use Viola right now? Why? Oh, because I'm not... Viola makes me think of an Italian restaurant. And every time I say it or see it, it makes me want Italian food. Some random thoughts. Thought I'd pepper them in there. Alright. That's the Chrono Tower. Where's the fireplace? Source of the Shining Spring. Flare Pool. The Flare Pool, that's where I want to go. Got to a point I was trying to explore and randomly came across a side quest, frustrated, I just turned it off. That was your quit moment. Probably go back and get that. I'm like terrified to leave any of these unturned because what someone told me, I think it was you, Eamon, to make sure I get these when I come across them. Otherwise, later on, I'm gonna need them. I wonder if I can gameplay. I don't like how I can change the difficulty midway through. That annoys me. But at least they take away some in-game rewards. They punish you for your weakness. Camera. Cursor. Spring ball threshold. Oh, okay, looks like that. I was trying to find a way to make sure set the mini map so it always points north. It's not a big deal. It's more of a preference. Funny because you have to do all those quests suffering through cliche character moments dialogue just to get in-game currency to pull for gacha. Yeah, I watched Joss Strife's video on gacha, on like he goes over the origins of gacha mechanics. And I didn't know gacha was like a term for like the claw game machines in Japan. Come on. Build up momentum. These things are everywhere. What's in there? Do some donuts, some crystals. Almost drive off the cliff. Get this last one to go. I'll come back later when I can break those. Man. Jeez, so many green crystals. There's another one. There's another one. Ugh. Come back to that. What is this? Can I do anything here? How do I get off my bike? Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, man, please. Shoot him with missiles. Beehives just get everywhere. It's like living in Texas. Another mech part. So we're gonna combine the mech and use it to have a big kaiju fight in the middle of the map. That is certainly going to happen. While Genshin Impact won't likely have this problem for years and years, it still stands as a reason that concern is all. That still stands as a reason that concern is all the money people put into account. Yeah. That's the thing, these gacha games make billions of dollars with these gacha mechanics, and so it's eventually I fear that every big studio is going to have gacha mechanics, and probably the majority of indie developers will do it because they want to make money making games. And so, you know, it'll probably only be indie developers that make games as we classically know them, like self-contained experiences that are, you know, that don't suck you of all your money. Like, I'll credit Metroid Prime 4 for it, even though they have that like pay money to get music while you ride in the desert thing going on, but you know, at least it's not a gacha game. He's hiding here. Or whatever. Okay. We're on track. Do I know what game popularized the Battle Pass? I thought it was Call of Duty. Was it? Could be wrong. clock. Oh, Dota 2. I didn't know that. It's all Dota's fault. And by extension, it's all Warcraft 3's fault. I shouldn't say that. That's a great game. Warcraft 3 is an awesome, awesome game. My wife got me this as like a little gag gift one day. It's video game trivia. Maybe I'll do like one a day. That'd be kind of fun. We'll end each we'll end each stream with video game trivia, and then you can come back for the answer. No, I won't do that. Hello. Viros has always been a harsh environment, and the Lemorns sought to ease the suffering to bring prosperity to flora and fauna. In the volcano, we discovered green energy, which we're able to refine and use to shower the land and trigger an explosion of growth in flora and fauna. But there was a tragedy that we did not foresee. We were hunted to the brink of extinction. With nowhere to hide, the last surviving 13 Lemorn took refuge in the Chrono Tower. We sought our last remaining hope and deciphered the prophecy again. We learned that you're the Lemorn's last hope. You're the only one who can put them to rest. Wow, They just found that stuff and just showered everything in it. Alright, so much for subtext. And piecing it all together. They're just kind of telling me everything now. Which is fine. I'm not sure Metroid Prime 2 does any better with that. Everything's pretty much explained in Metroid Prime 2. Possibly one, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's such a good idea. YouTube Shorts with video game trivia. I wonder if these things are copyrighted. I don't know if I can get in trouble for that. Probably not for a small channel. Alright, let's find a save point. What's this? Oh, it's a viola spinner. Oh gosh, it stung me. Where are these things coming from? Wait, why can't I use this? Oh. Oh, it's because of these bees. Not the bees. Blow up. Okay. Jeez. Here's another fun for it. Did you know that the resistance, the rested experience buff that most MMOs and even gacha games was originally a punishment. Players hated it, so they stopped saying you got less XP the longer you play, and started saying you get rested XP for taking a break. So it turned into the popular feature and created a sense of FOMO. Oh, interesting. So that's like the root of the whole like idle AFK gacha mechanic. Like you get experience for not playing the game. Is that kind of where that came from? Is there a save point nearby? Okay, good. Wait, how did... Oh, that's right. Oh, cool. That's nifty. I'm pretty sure they didn't tell me I could shatter it. So like it told me I could freeze magma, but it didn't tell me like, and then you can shatter it to get places. So like that's kind of nice. Brings me back to the days when video games were on the opposite end of the spectrum and barely told you anything, and you had to figure out the most obscure thing to progress in the game. Oh, you're just chilling out. Kinda got a bonus multiplier added to your XP once you log back. Oh, so you still had to play, and it would only stack to a limited max number, so you want to min-max if, in many cases, resting for more than 24 hours was wasted because the multiplier wouldn't stack past that, so you were encouraged to play daily. Oh, man, that's devious. Alright, let's see. Can open this. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Oh man, I'll pick another one because the answer is like on the front of the card. I saw it. I don't want to see it. Come on. Okay. Kuro is the owl antagonist from which video game? Anyone? I have a guess. I'm gonna guess. You said Dead Fantasy. I'm gonna guess the only owl antagonist I know is from Ori and the Blind Forest, but that game might have come out too late for these. I don't know. Chrono Trigger? Let's see. Ori and the Blind Forest. Look at that. It's like I am the video game master today. I'll find a way to keep these organized so I don't use them all. Yeah, Ori and the Blind Forest. That's a fun game. Good Metroidvania. Alright, that was fun, guys. Tim Mayman, thanks for hanging out. Hop on my comments and post some antagonistic things in like an alt account so you can get people angry and drive up engagement. It's useful knowledge, you know, that I know that Kuro is the owl from Ori and the Blind Forest. That'll serve me really well later in life. Alright guys, have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.